What's up, guys? This is Ryan Yokome, and I've got the beautiful, amazing Chris Britton here. Back with another video. We're going to talk to you guys about what we call new age, like foo-foo, woo-woo leadership, and we're going to get into a little bit about the money shadow. We're here in beautiful West Vancouver, and let's get right into it, guys. Alright, so let's kick this off. I love this topic. I am so passionate about this topic. In fact, I don't think we've ever talked to people about this before.
I don't think so. That goose has something to say.
This is something that we don't always bring up to you guys because it's a very Eastern philosophy as far as leadership goes, and a lot of the people in the West, they don't understand these philosophies yet. More people are starting to understand them, but they are awesome. So what we were talking about is this idea of separation. So a lot of people have the belief that we're a physical body or a mortal body, and we're separate from one another. So we start to identify ourselves as just being alone. That we're ourselves. This is who we are. We identify ourselves with our possessions or our career or the kind of shape that we're in from our body. But in actuality, we're so much bigger than that because you have your physical body and then you have your soul.
We're all one, baby.
So talk about that concept, Chris, because that's something that I'm even trying to still grasp, is that we are all connected.
I know. And I remember being a little girl asking my parents if my thoughts were actually like going anywhere, because what you know is what you think about, you bring about. And I think it's cool. Like, we watched a video on Marianne Williamson the other day, and she basically gave the analogy that we have cells in our body. We are all cells in a huge big body of the creator, the universe, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Isn't that neat?
It's crazy. So how we've identified this with leadership, because I don't want to be like foo-foo, woo-woo, all out there granola eater and, not have a business surrounding what we do. So this is something that we've applied for like months, and it's really simple. It's this concept that understanding and knowing that we are all connected. And when you get that, you can pretty much throw judgment out the window, because if you're judging, like if I judge you, I'm actually judging myself, because we're all connected, we're all intertwined into one. So I think a lot of people, when it comes to business, they don't understand that philosophy, especially in the West. So when they go into business, they have the mindset of like, what am I going to get out of this? How much commissions am I going to make? What is this going to do for my team? What is this going to do for my lifestyle? What is this going to do for my ego, the way people will recognize me? And we have this identification with ourselves. And I mean, how does that play a role with business?
Oh, yeah. No, and I know, because that's the way I started. It's like, how fast can I get in my BMW? But really, even the way our system is broken down, it explains this too, is we need to help more people get in theirs. So you kind of have to switch it. And for us, we've seen massive success and growth once we switch it and say, okay, how many people can we help get into a $500, $1,000, $2,000 income, or their BMW, whatever, and just focus it more on helping the other people. And I think that's just representing more from your soul, the love. Those are your gifts.
Yeah, and then that brings up the other topic we're going to talk about, is your money shadow, right? A lot of people have a block, that stops us. We all have it. It stops us from attracting more abundance into our life, and those blocks come from the resentment that we hold towards other people. So we deflect the money, right? We deflect new people to get started in our business. So what's your take on it, babe? Like, how do I go about going into a business meeting and sponsoring new people with just the intent to serve and help someone?
That's a good question. I mean, I think you just have to know your greatest gifts and why you're here, because that is going to really allow you to step into the role of serving and helping. And that's what has been able to help me. It's just knowing that I'm here to help other people, and it's just not about me.
Yeah.
As hard as that is for me to say.
It sounds crazy, right? Because when you start in something, especially business, you're like, I'm doing this I have a why, right? You have your personal why. But the whole secret is to understand every one of us are interconnected. And when you get this, you already understand it on an unconscious level, you're just not consciously aware of it. But when you really get this at your core level, it's this like you can walk into a meeting, you can really connect with someone,
Yeah.
and then they feel that you're actually serving a higher purpose than just to make money or to grow a business. You know, you're actually serving a purpose that is surrounding every single person in this world for the better, you know, the betterment of humanity, if you will. So it's a complete different philosophy than what we've been trained and what we've been taught. And I think one of the most coolest things that I've ever seen Merriam-Williams to say is she says, when you go into a meeting or you do something and you just go into the purpose of like, how can I serve you? How can I help you? The divine or God or Buddha or Allah, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, it will use you to download and serve that higher purpose, and will actually align you with different people to help serve too. And you won't even know why you're doing it. It'll just, your whole life will be in flow, and everything will happen, you know, it's synchronicity. It's beautiful. Anything else to share, hon?
I think I would give, like, today a tip for you to do is to remove yourself from the equation, even if it's in business or not, and just go do something from the space of love today. And, you know, serving one person, just do baby steps. I know that's what I did, and it helped me tremendously.
Awesome, guys. Till we catch you on the next video, leave your comments down below if you have comments and questions, and make sure you subscribe to my blog. Send out a newsletter once a week, and subscribe to Chris's blog too. We'll talk to you guys on the next video. Peace. All right.